To be successful on the Ads API, it's important to understand how entities and Twitter ads relate to each other. So in this video, we'll be going over the object hierarchy and give an overview of each entity type. So let's dive right in. At the top of the Twitter ads hierarchy, we have ads accounts. An ads account can be managed by multiple Twitter handles. Fernie, our demo furniture store, would be an example of a user who manages an ad account. We identify ads accounts by an account ID, which is a unique alphanumeric string. Each account can have one or more promotable users, which are users that we can promote through the ads account. Fernie's handle would be an example of a full promotable user under that ads account, which means that we can run all types of campaigns for that user and their tweets. But there can also be other promotable users. For example, if we wanted to promote @Jack's tweets about Fernie products, he would become a retweet-only promotable user on that account. Under each account, we store a number of entity types that can be reused across campaigns, such as tailored audiences that can be used for targeting, account media, which are videos or images, and cards, which are expanded creatives that you can add to a tweet. Also under each ad account are funding instruments, which are different sources of funding that the advertiser has set up to use with Twitter ads. These span from insertion orders that they've signed with Twitter to a credit card that they're using. Each campaign that the advertiser runs must be created under an existing funding instrument. A campaign lets you define things like the name, schedule, and budget of an ad campaign. In sticking with the example of Fernie, we might create a campaign called Fernie Home Decor. Within a campaign, you might have one or more ads groups, or line items as we call them in the Ads API. Line items can be thought of as different segments of a campaign, each with its own targeting set and its own creative. One of the benefits of multiple line items within a campaign is that you can create a greater variety of targeting and creative combinations. Under our Fernie Home Decor campaign, we might want to create two line items. One could be home buyers in San Francisco, and the other could be home buyers in London. It's worth noting that an ads account is limited to a max of 200 active campaigns. This limit can be elevated by the advertiser's account manager. A campaign is deemed active until its end time is reached, or until its budget is exhausted. A pause campaign is still considered an active campaign for the purposes of campaign limits. Up to 100 line items are allowed per campaign, and an ad account is limited to 4,000 active line items across all campaigns. For more information on entity limits, click here. As we mentioned previously, targeting criteria are associated with the line item. We have a variety of different targeting that you can use, from location, keywords, and gender, to more granular attributes, such as user behavior and interests. For the home buyers in San Francisco line item, we might target the home buying behavior, along with the San Francisco location. For more information on the different types of targeting available, visit the targeting overview page on our developer site. Each line item also needs to have at least one creative associated with it in order to run. Several options for creatives are available, including a promoted account for gaining new followers, a media object such as an image or a video for line items across a Twitter audience platform, or a promoted tweet. Here's an example tweet that @Fernie could promote and use as a creative. That covers all the basics of how the object hierarchy works within the Ads API. With that, you should have the knowledge you need to start creating and running campaigns.